Sometimes I have trouble with him, sometimes I just blast through like I've been doing and just kill him. Yeah, I have trouble with my chaoses. Am I fast enough? Yeah. So if you're not fast enough, then he like spirals up and then just sort of falls back out. But, yeah, as I was saying, sometimes I have a lot of trouble defeating him, and then sometimes I just run through and kill him like instantly.
Because you're so bad at this game.
Whee! Like how he's just aiming these things like wherever. And dead! Explosion!
Blue explosion.
Yes, a blue explosion. That means it's more severe and chaotic.
Totally.
Hey, I'll play with
You do the same pose as before, except you're gold.
And he said the same thing.
Yeah. Hey, I'll play with you some other time, like in the future! And stuff.
That's really bad. It's over! Yay!
Not yet. Chaos is back to 0 form.
And now he just like hugs Sonic.
Yeah, now he's all happy, sunshine cheerfulness. And all the Chow are coming to say hello.
How'd they come from?
They came from your butt.
Dude, that's just wrong.
Because you were there and you had Chow in your butt, and you gave them to Chaos because he likes butts and Chow. They are his fetishes.
Chaos has changed again.
You are his hubby.
Yeah.
I like the water.
So it's nice again.
So essentially every time you swim in a pool, you have sex with it.
Good thing I haven't swum in a pool for like 10 years.
Poor Chaos, jeez.
Yeah, well, he'll get over it.
I don't know he won't.
Fairly sure.
He has needs.
They've alive for generations and now live peacefully with humans.
Come on.
The fighting's over, harmony's restored, and life goes on.
Yay!
How much would it suck to live in this city?
It's like, actually I'm still angry. Smack!
It's like, actually, I kind of feel like killing some people.
We already did that! Too bad.
Hey, if Dan Green is amazing, why is Dan Brown up there?
I don't know. Because Dan Yellow isn't around to make them stop fighting.
Which is why you will never live with Dan Green.
Actually, Dan Red would be more appropriate because green plus red would make brown. Because green is already yellow and blue, and then add red, and it's brown.
You're brown.
Colors!
No. And then Eggman is like, I'm so alone. Oh golly, that Eggman.
Yeah, it's big. I'm not you.
All's well that ends well, right?
No.
In the immortal and slightly altered words of FTA, the city's been freaking destroyed!
Yeah, you got a point. Well, he has a point.
Yeah, he has a point.
Yeah. You just reiterated that point.
With slightly altered words.
Swearing is bad.
Yes. Remember, kids, don't swear, eat your vegetables, and humping is good. But if someone touches you in a place or in a way that makes you feel uncomfortable, that's no good!
Okay, so now can we do
Yes,
like,
now
stuff?
we can do, like, stuff.
Okay, I give this game a 3 out of 500.
Right. Graphically wise, for the era of 1999, what did you think it was? So, like,
alright.
Nintendo 64 and Dreamcast.
Yeah, I'd say it's fairly average, actually.
I don't know if the Dreamcast was Nintendo 64 or the GameCube. I think it was, like, in between. Like, Sega, whatever, had...
Sega.
Like, Sega had... I think they released their consoles, like, in periods between the others for some reason. Because they've got faces like that, I don't know. But anyway, Nintendo 64 to GameCube graphics. How would you rate this?
For GameCube graphics, it's really bad, but it is the GameCube. For Nintendo graphics, like 64, it's fairly average, I'd say. Like, the CG stuff was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Were they remade? Or...
No, they were the same.
Okay, well, yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah.
So
I give the graphics a average out of average.
Yay! So, I'd say for the time they weren't bad. Like, the CG cutscenes were pretty awesome, and the in-game graphics, like, they weren't horrendous. They looked a bit funny sometimes.
Funny, sometimes.
But, like, they weren't ugly.
Yeah. Well, they were, but for the time they weren't.
Yeah. So, sound.
It's no crisis. Voice acting was hilarious.
Voice acting was good, but bad. Like, it was bad, so bad it was good.
I don't know. It was just bad.
So bad, awesome.
The music was pretty cool,
Yeah,
I guess.
music is awesome!
Right, yeah, just because you have some. No, yeah, the music's pretty alright. It's not my style, it's not my genre.
It's not his, like, preference, but
I'm more of a metalhead.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
And then, story.
Do you really want me to answer that?
Well, there was a story.
There was, but it was impossible to follow.
Well, that's because, like,
It was disjointed.
we weren't really doing, like,
Well,
much
it
terms
came
of
in like
following
6 different parts,
Yeah.
all at the same different times.
If there was, like, an altered version that had you play through the stories at the appropriate moment, that would be pretty good. Although then that one, when there's moments where the characters meet up, or whatever.
That'll get confusing.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I'm
Play it
playing,
both at once.
playing as this guy, now I'm playing as this guy, what?
Yeah. I can't really comment on gameplay. I didn't play much.
Yeah, gameplay is fun. Or, like, for Sonic, it's awesome. Tails is way too easy, because you just, like, fly.
Fairly short
you
Gamma
win.
is way too easy.
Yeah, Gamma was really easy, but he can be, like, it's different and freshening in a way, I guess, because, like,
Actually, having
you
do
get to
stuff
shoot stuff.
instead of just running around.
Then Knuckles is fun, because you get to, like, run around sandbox areas.
Yeah. Which is pretty cool, actually. It was
Yeah.
a nice change.
Then Amy was...
Boring as...
She wasn't like, if to do the hammer jump, if you didn't have to run at full speed to do that, it probably wouldn't be as annoying. But it can be, because you like make a slightly sharp turn, and then you're not at full speed anymore, and you press like
Jump,
the
and you just
hammer
stop.
jump button, and you just go hey on the one spot. And it's like, I wanted to do a hammer jump.
Yeah.
So she was probably like not really that great, but it wasn't.
Yeah. But we get it.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad, but it wasn't good.
Yeah, and then Big was like out of nowhere and
Yeah.
pretty boring. So,
Absolutely no reason.
like, it has its ups, it has its downs. It's not perfect.
Yeah. You better hurry up, write the special thanks.
Yeah.
You
So,
want to finish the book,
I give this game an 8 out of 10.
I give it a I'll give it a 7 out of 10 for its time.
Yeah.
Compared to newer games, like I don't know, newer games, I'd probably be much lower, but I'm not comparing it to newer games because that would be mean. So a 7 out of 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the weird thing is that this is the Xbox version, which IGN claims
like.
that should be a 3.5, but like...
IGN sucks.
It
Sorry.
plays out exactly the same as the old game, so I don't see why it should suddenly be lowered so much compared to their original review of the game. If it's like exactly the same.
I don't know.
They're like, oh, the controls are different because it's 360, but it really isn't.
Yeah. I mean, there's just a bunch of buttons that you don't have to push.
Yeah. So this has been Shadrow,
Fluffy.Toast.
and we will see you later!
No, in the future.
Yes, we will see you in the future!
Better, says.
No.